MOO KMOO 99.
T-Town choo-choo train. T-Town choo-choo train.
Woo-wee. There we are. Hometown Terrell, Texas podcast. What's up, everybody? Episode 4 coming at you. How are y'all doing this afternoon? Today, we are going to be talking about summer family activities here in the great city of Terrell, Texas. Before we get too far into it, let's thank Wavespace Audio for the music. You should see a little caption for Wavespace, I think. I don't know. I'm still figuring out the kinks on this. Wavespace Audio out of Canton. Young Ideas Dish for all your Dish and Google product needs out of Wills Point and cellular needs. Thanks, guys. So today we are talking, like I said, family activities here in the city of Terrell coming up. Summer's here. Summer's here. School is done on Wednesday, I believe, 23rd-ish, 22nd-ish. And then that's it, summer. Bam, it showed up. The summer weather hasn't showed up yet, but the summer, school summer part is here. So I thought it would be nice to put together a list of some stuff that you guys can do this summer. Some of it costs money, some of it's free, but just stuff that you can do with the kids to keep you occupied. Because, growing up here, I remember not necessarily always having activities, and that could be a bad thing too. Now, I grew up in the 80s, so it's a little different. It was just kind of like, get your bike, go ride, go do your stuff. Don't get in trouble because there's always a parent watching. Don't go, my borders were, don't go over Moore Avenue. So don't ride your bike past Moore Avenue, and don't go to 205. And that was pretty much my parameters. And I don't think I could go past 34 on the east side. Those were my parameters. As long as I stayed in there, I was good. Now, God forbid, who knows what kind of trouble I got into, but I stayed in those quadrants like I was told. So now it's a little different. The kids have to have a little bit more structure because unfortunately you just can't do things the way you used to. I don't send my kid out like that anymore. So, without further ado, let's talk about some stuff you can do this summer. Number one that comes to mind when I think of summer activities for the kids, I always think about Vacation Bible School. And I'm not going to get too far into Vacation Bible School because literally every church in Terrell offers some variation of a Vacation Bible School. So what I would say is get with your local churches or get with some people that go to a specific church. Seriously, every church has some kind of Vacation Bible School, and it's fun. It's not always necessarily like religious based. It's just kind of getting the kids together so that they can enjoy each other's company, obviously to learn about things that you would learn at Vacation Bible Study. But some of it's just to get together, have fun, hang out with your friends, make new friends. So I do recommend to look into that. Everything else I'm going to put on the Facebook page so that you can have some points to reference. But that's the one that I'm really not going to do a whole lot of just because there's so many different options. And I don't want to barrage you with that either, So let's go into the next thing. My friends at Stagecoach Cinema, starting on Tuesday, June the 4th. They're going to show free movies. I believe specifically free Sony movies. So Sony kids movies like Spider-Man, Spider-Verse 1 and 2, Smurfs, anything basically Sony made that's kid friendly, which there's a lot of them. But June 4th, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. They're going to be free movies, 100% free. And if you guys want to get a kids pack, the kids pack is $5, and the kids pack includes drink, popcorn, and snacks like candies and stuff. But the movie itself is 100% free, and they're going to change it up every week. So every week beginning on Tuesday, June the 4th, they're going to have a new movie that's going to be airing that's specifically for kids or family friendly. So PG rated movies. So thanks guys for doing that. I have a whole list here, by the way. So we got that covered. We got the church. You got the movies. The Terrell Heritage Museum. I don't know how many of you really have gone to the museum, but it's a pretty cool place. I haven't been in a while. It's right across the street from the bank, from the Small American National Bank. I wish I had the address, but I didn't take the address. But it is the Terrell Heritage Museum. You'll see a big old sign across from we used to call it the mini bank growing up. I don't know what it is now, but it's American National Bank. It's the smaller one. But right across the street next to the laundromat, you'll see it. They are open 10 until 4. And that's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And then they also do stuff appointments by appointment too. But I would go check that out. I mean, it's covering our history. It covers the history of Terrell. And you know, the cool thing about being in a town like this is that it's small. So why not learn where it came from? Why not learn, like, I mean, we've been around 150 years. You probably want to learn a little bit about it. But it's cool, you know, you get to go in there and you get to explore and get to see how things were. There's a lot of cool little artifacts in there. I highly recommend you go check it out, and it's free. So why not go check out free stuff? Our friends at the library, at Halsey Public Library, they have a whole slew of events going on during the summer. And I remember that when I was a kid. I remember spending a lot of time in the library. I don't look like it now, but I've read a lot of books. Hank the Cowdog, read them all. Hardy Boys, read them all. What was the other one? There was another series that I read all of when we were little. Hardy Boys, Hank the Cowdog. I don't remember what the other one was. I remember with Hank the Cowdog, though, it was very competitive because between the school library and the public library, there were only so many copies of a book. So if a new one came out, you're like clamoring to get the new one so that you can read it before your friends do. So, yeah, I've read them all. I don't know if I remember them now, but I did read them all. So they're doing some stuff. Again, June the 4th from 5 to 7 p.m. They're doing their 16th annual summer reading kickoff and activities fair. They've been doing this for 16 years, y'all. If you've never been, you've missed out on the last 15. Shame on you. So the one thing I will say is that there's tons of vendors there. There's tons of like goodies, snacks, and all that. Music. You'll have bounce houses. I think last year when I went, or 2 years before, they had like a mobile library. It's a really cool setup, but it's 100% free, and it's just promoting all the summer activities that they have. So on this particular date, again from 5 to 7 on June the 4th, they're going to have a live bubble show at 5:30, food trucks, therapy animals, popcorn, bounce houses, community vendors, face painting, snow cones, raffles, snow cones. You had me at free snow cone. By June 4th, it's going to be 95 degrees outside. I'm okay with the free snow cone. If you don't like a free snow cone, there is something wrong with you. So, Charles Ledbetter, first job was at the public library. He always enjoyed going and volunteering as a kid. That's cool. Thanks, Charles. Ham's Orchard. Charles, good one. Ham's Orchard. I didn't put it on the list just because it's not free, but Ham's Orchard is a tradition that starts at the beginning of May and it ends at the end of August. Ham's Orchard has barbecue in the back. I believe it's still Eddie Dean that does the barbecue. They're known for their peaches and their ice creams. They have really good ice cream. I believe they only have peach and strawberry. At least that's all I've had. Peach ice cream is phenomenal, and you'll go and you'll try it once, and then you'll keep catching yourself going back. They're only open, I believe, Monday through Saturday. I don't believe they're open Sundays. But yes, Ham's Orchard is good. My son, or my boss's son, worked there last summer, and he ate his weight in peach ice cream, I believe. So, you know, we had to pick him up from school or from there a few times from work. We'd always make sure to snag us a pint. You know, while you're out there, you might as well get a pint, right? But it runs through the middle of August. So, yeah, go out there and check Ham's Orchard out. Thanks, Charles. I gotta mention that one. But going back, let's go back to the Halsey Public Library. So they're going to do this event on June the 4th. But then they have a summer reading challenge that launches that day. They have stuff for like every age. They have summer reading programs for teens. They have teen specific nights. So like June 18th, they have what's called the tie-dye beach towel night. July 2nd, they're doing painting night. There's do-it-yourself delights, where you're basically seeing Instagram and TikTok crafts coming to life. So you're getting to see all these crafts and learn how they do them. You know, because it's not as easy as they make it look on social media. But there they show you, like, hey, this is how easy some of these are, and this is how we do them. They have a chess club. They have a youth chess club. I didn't even know that. They're going to get together Monday, June 10th and Monday, July 8th. So, you know, chess. If you like chess, you can be there with other people of similar knowledge of chess. Or you can show people, you know. They're going to do what's called Terrific Tuesday. They're going to have live performances on Tuesdays from June 11th to July 15th in the afternoon, starting at 2 o'clock. And it's going to be magicians, musicians, animals, a little bit of everything. So mom, dad, you can bring the kid, bring the little one, and they can check out some magic, some animals maybe they've never seen in person. I'm sure they're not bringing like a dog. I'm sure they're bringing something cool we've never seen before. So, but maybe they will bring a dog. Maybe they'll bring a dog you haven't seen. Who knows? Why not? They're also going to do family movie nights at the Literacy Depot. And that's on Rockwall Avenue, 406 North Rockwall Avenue. Fridays in June and July. They're going to be in the afternoon, starting at 3 o'clock. But they're going to have free movies. You can read to a certified therapy dog. And I like how it says everyone is invited to come read. Yeah, because that's not just for kids. Adults need to read to therapy dogs. I need to read to a therapy dog. Can I get a whole herd of dogs to read to? Can I get a pack? They're called pack. They're not herds. Can I get a pack of dogs to read to? They'll have all the therapy they need after that. But that's going to be on Monday, June 11th and Monday, July the 8th. Come read to a dog. Huh. That's kind of cool. So they got all kinds of cool stuff. You know, there's a mobile classroom brought to you by the Southwest Dairy Farmers. Where does milk come from? How does it get to the store? Why is it good for you? You get to learn about milk. That's July 3rd. That's so cool. You know, that's stuff that we didn't have when we were little. When we were little, we had to go somewhere and see these things. Like, you know, you had to go to a farm and you had to learn it. Maybe you took a field trip or whatever, but you had to go somewhere and learn about a farm. Here, the farm comes to you. Why not? It's so easy now. It's so easy to learn hands-on stuff. So I think, yeah, go learn about a farm. Dairy in particular. What else we got here? I'm just rolling through here, and I like paper. You know, I'll recycle it, but I do like paper. I like being able to flip through this. So Terrell ISD. Again, school lets out in a couple of days. Terrell ISD still has plenty of activities going on. So they still do, they're doing the summer ACE program. If any of your kids are in ACE right now, ACE is the after school program sponsored by the communities in school. And they do a summer program as well. My kid did it last year, and I believe he did it the year before that. They have opened it up, I believe, to some other people that weren't just in the ACE program. Last year, you had to be a current ACE member, and I think this year they started opening it up a little bit more because they had some more room. But it's one of those things where you drop your kid off, and you drop them off from 8 o'clock till 2. Breakfast and lunch is provided, and they get to do very similar activities that they do in ACE. Now, in ACE, they've done all kinds of cool stuff this year. They've done stuff with like robotics, they've done crafts, they've done music, they've done sports. There's a little bit of everything. So it's not, Ace is not just like babysit my kid. Ace is very interactive, and it's about teaching you. My son actually, he's really good at jump rope now, but that's where he learned it. He learned like to push himself jumping rope with Ace, and that's a skill. That's a life skill that I don't have. So I'm glad he has that skill. I never had it. It's not one of those things that I got and then I lost it as I got older. I just never had it. I wasn't coordinated enough. He's coordinated. So thanks, Ace. I appreciate that. Their summer program starts on the 28th of this month, and it runs through June 27th. So, like I said, I'm going to submit links on my Facebook page of all this stuff. So you can reach out to them, see if they still have availability. Let's see what else is going on here for the summer. And again, today we're talking summer activities. Summer activities specifically for the family, or the kids, because kids are home for the summer. The swimming pool. That's all I can say is the swimming pool. Terrell Public Pool opens. Let's see if I got this open date here. I don't have the, oh yeah, June 4th. Pool is open to the public June 4th at 1 p.m. June 4th is one heck of a day. Like, I think June 4th is like the official Terrell start of summer, because right now we see that the public library is doing this stuff. Stagecoach Cinema is doing this stuff on that date, and you have the swimming pool open up. So I'm going to call June 4th the official start of summer for Terrell, for the people of Terrell. So can we declare June 4th? Can we declare June 4th as the day we start? So the pool opens, and the pool is open quite frequently. Let me see here. I had a thing that told me how much it costs to go swimming. I gotta see if I can find it. They do swimming lessons, by the way. They have, let's go to that real quick. They have kids swimming lessons, and they have adult swimming lessons. Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an adult swimming lesson. I could use a refresher. I could use a refresher. It's okay. I'm not scared to say it. I'm not scared to say that. They have lessons all through the summer. They have different sessions, and you can actually start off as like a beginner, and then by the end of the summer, you've taken several different courses. You can take courses, I think it's like 4 or 6 weeks long, and it's like you do like entry level swimming, and then intermediate, and then a little bit more expert level. So it's not just basic swim lessons. You can take different tiers of it. So if you're a good beginner, but you feel like you need to get better, you don't have to start at beginner. You can start anywhere in the program. So that's something good too. When is this what are the hours? I see it opens at 1, but I had the hours somewhere. I had the prices. You're gonna have to forgive me, guys. There's a lot of paper here, so bear with me here. I'm looking at all these swimming lessons. Adult swim lessons, session 1, session 2. Junior lifeguard. You could take lifeguard courses. Session 1 for a junior lifeguard, session 2. Yeah. So if you want to be a lifeguard, you can do it. You can learn. So, that's a good skill to have. If you've got a teenager that needs to make a little extra coin, that's a good skill to have, to be a lifeguard, because you can pick that up and you can be a lifeguard at the pool. You can be a lifeguard at private functions of theirs. You can be a lifeguard at private events, period. During the winter, you could even go to places that are indoors, like indoor pools, YMCA, all that stuff. That's something. It's just like refereeing. Refereeing is a skill and something that you can make money at even as a young kid, teenager. Same thing. Lifeguards it's something that you can do pretty much until you don't want to do it anymore. Kind of like refereeing. So, for some people it's really easy money, so I would recommend it. Water aerobics. They got water aerobics, man. When does water aerobics start? Exercising in water provides a supportive environment for your body. Just being in water waist deep decreases your body's weight by 50%. At chest deep, you become 80% lighter in the water. Yeah, I need that. I need to be 80% lighter so I can do some certain exercises. I'm pretty sure other people can agree with me on that too. I'm not the only one, but I'm at least open enough to say that. So Don't judge me. I'm still trying to find the prices to the pool, man. I thought I had it. I feel like I'm failing us now. I think I've failed us. Well, you know, I'm just throwing paper down. We're trying to figure it out. I don't know. It's somewhere. Oh, here it is. Swimming pool hours. So Tuesday through Friday, 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Saturdays, 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. Sundays by reservation only. And you can rent the pool. For a 2-hour rental, it's $200 for up to 74 people. From 75 to 125 people, it's $250. That's actually not a bad deal if you want to do like a pool party. I do remember that about the kids when I was growing up. I always envied those kids because those kids had pool parties because their birthday was in the summer and none of us could have it because my birthday's in October and the pool's closed, and even if it was open, it's too cold, you know? Well, so moving on from the pool, what do we got here? Oh, here's the admission to the pool. 3 and under, $2. 4 to 64 years of age, $3. 65 and over, $2. You can get a season pass for $35. A family of 4 can get a pass for $100. That's a pretty good deal. If you have at least 4 people, it's $25 a person. So if you have more kids in the household, you can still get it. It's $25. You can swim as much as you want. So why not? Why not swim as much as you want? You know? I mean, I say do it. Let's see here. This is for our kids going from 6th grade to 9th grade. This would be your current school year. So I think once school lets out, this is considered your current school year. So like my kid's in 4th grade right now, but he's going to go in the 5th. So I think his current grade will be 5th once this starts. This is going to be, you can do pre-tryout clinics. These are focused on building confidence and preparing players for upcoming club and school tryouts. So this is for sports. It starts Monday, June 3rd. And this is for incoming 5th and 6th graders and incoming 9th graders. And then there's another session for incoming 7th and 8th graders. But this right here gives you, like, it helps you build your skills. Like, or even brush up on your skills. Not even building them, just brushing them up. So this is something that you can do at the Excel Center. So yeah, why not? You know, we all want our kids to, especially the kids that are like really into sports, that really like see themselves wanting to do something. Anything you can do to try to brush up your skills is worth it. So, you know, and it's right here. And again, these are things that we didn't have growing up. If you guys grew up here like I did, I grew up here in the 80s, 90s. We didn't have a lot of these things. We had to go, you know, mom and dad had to take us to Dallas or Rockwall or whatever. We didn't have that. That's the cool thing now, is that we have so many different things available that we didn't have before. So I can't stress enough, take advantage of these. We didn't have them. A lot of these parents like myself that were from Terrell, were raised here, now we live here, and my kids go here. I started digging for these things. Like this was something I started on my own, and then I started finding all this information for myself, and I go, oh, this would be awesome to share it, because I think it's information that it's not necessarily pulled together, and it's nobody's fault. It's just so many different organizations doing this. But I do think that it makes sense to share this information to you guys, because it's stuff that we didn't have, you know? Now, here's something that we've had here for a long, long time, and people still have never been. So I recommend you go try it out. The British Flight Museum. The Flight Museum has been here for a long time, since World War. Well, it wasn't a museum in World War II, but this has been connected to Terrell for a long time. The museum is open Wednesday through Saturday from 10 to 4. And, you know, you come in there and you get to see some cool history. I mean, we have a lot of cool history with the British, and we're just this little town. Like that, I think that's the coolest thing, is that we're just this little town that nobody knew about. I'm sure these British pilots didn't know about us when they got here. But I think that that's so cool that we've got these cool little like quirks, facts, finds, whatever you want to call them. We got all kinds of cool stuff here. So I think it makes sense to go take advantage of that. So stuff like the Flight Museum, stuff like the Heritage Museum. You know, we got to learn where we came from. It's cool to live here. It's cool that we're here now, but we need to know more about where we came from and what we've done here. You know, this community has grown so much, but we still got to think about where we came from. A couple things that I remember as a child that I believe is still going to be available, but I don't think they've posted it yet, is the Terrell Bowling Center. Remember when we were little, Terrell Bowling Center had a lot of different specials that they ran specifically during the summer. I did reach out to them and I just hadn't got back a hold of them. But I believe Terrell Bowling Center does have some activities that they do, and I believe they have discounted rates during the summer. So I'm really hoping that that's still the case. It was one of those kind of like last minute things that popped into my head, and I reached out to them and we just been playing phone tag. So I would look into that too, you know, and get outside, man. It's summer. The kids still need to get outside, get them out there, get them to the park. We've done so much work to the parks. I'm not going to get into the political stuff of what we've done or haven't done. You know, we all have our own opinions on that. But right now we do have a lot of stuff out there in the parks. Those parks have had a lot of work done to them, and it's for the kids. You know, there's a lot of places for them to go play right now. So some of it's just, let's go outside and go play. Let's take you to the park and go play. Let's take our bike and let's ride around the park, you know, ride around the pavilions and all that. Ride around the baseball fields. A lot of stuff to do. So I hope I educated you guys just a little bit on some of the stuff that we have going on around here. Again, I'm calling June 4th the official start of summer for Terrell, Texas. I think people should, I think that's when a lot of stuff's going to start happening. I mean, it is going to happen. It's on the calendar. I think that's what we should call it. June 4th should be the official start of summer. We're almost there. What is it today? It is what is it today? The 18th? Yeah, it's the 18th of May. Not that far away, guys. Memorial Day is next weekend? Memorial Day is next weekend? Gosh. See? Time's flying, guys. Time's flying. So the kids get out this week. I'm sure some parents are excited. You know, it's kind of a double-edged sword. Some of us are excited that their kids are gone. Like they're gone from school because we don't have to worry about, you know, getting up early to drop them off at the school, and we don't have to go and wait in the line to pick them up. And then some of us are like, I like that structure. I like having them gone for, you know, 8-9 hours a day. And it's kind of different schools of thought on that. But yeah, happy summer, guys. Happy unofficial start to summer. I'm going to say happy summer first. So I think that's going to wrap us up. Let me thank Stagecoach Cinema for their sponsorship and everything they do for me. Thank you to Young Ideas Dish Network out of Wills Point. Hit them up for all your dish, Google product, and cellular needs. Wayspace Audio for the music out of Canton. I love the music. He's been doing this for me for years. I think that's going to wrap us up, guys. So on behalf of myself and the people of Terrell, this is Hometown Terrell Podcast, episode 4. See you guys next time. Later.